Hey, what's up, everybody? Ray here. I just wanted to do a quick little video talking about the Game Awards that are tomorrow night, December 10th. I will be streaming it for anybody who wants to hang out, watch it with me. Just stream it, watch it live, probably on Twitch. But a lot of you have messaged me asking me my opinion on who's going to win what and all this other kind of stuff, as far as like what game I think is the best, what game I think should win. You know, Ghost of Tsushima has already been announced as the Player's Voice Award, and that's the one the players vote for. So I really think that's the biggest award, in my opinion. And you know, you got Ghost of Tsushima, Sucker Punch. They've already won it. It's already been announced. I'm surprised they already went ahead and announced that too. You know, with these awards shows and like opinions being what they are, and you know, divided opinions, especially this year. I don't have to get into all that. You know, opinions are super divided this year. My favorite game this year, it's 1A and 1B. It was Final Fantasy VII Remake 1A and Ghost of Tsushima 1B, and those flip-flopped a lot, as you all know. With the Game Awards, this stuff is like all opinion based, and the opinions of whoever's on the board and the council. I don't really like awards shows for that reason. I'm most looking forward to all of the exclusives that are going to be announced tomorrow night. All the world exclusives, all the world premiere exclusives, and all that kind of stuff. We could get our minds blown by something tomorrow night, because you know that the Game Awards and Jeff Keighley, they're going to want to get some big gets for these announcements. So in my opinion, the real thing to be watching the show for is the announcements, the game announcements, really, because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. This is stuff that we got, right? We've already gotten. What are we getting? That's basically what the Game Awards are to me. It's a look back and a look forward. A look back at the year that was in gaming, and a look ahead to the year that is to come in gaming. I think that's really cool that this happens at the end of the year in December every year, because it's a perfect time. You know, a look back, a look forward. As far as like what games I think we might see announced at the Game Awards, not really sure yet. I'm going to do another video on that, but as far as like right now, and just the Game Awards in general, you all know I loved Final Fantasy VII Remake. I loved Ghost of Tsushima. I loved Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I thought those games were amazing. All three of them. I played a little bit of Last of Us Part 2. It was a beautiful game, but I didn't care about any of the characters. I didn't care about the narrative. It was just, I got to a point where you had to play as Abby, and the gameplay was kind of fun in a way, but in a weird way. For me, the gameplay didn't fit within the narrative of the world that was happening. Anyway, I don't want to get into all that, but it's all just opinion-based, you know. For me, my game of the year was Final Fantasy VII Remake. Am I upset if Ghost of Tsushima wins it? No, because that game was absolutely incredible. It could absolutely win the game of the year, and I think it might. I think Ghost of Tsushima might win the game of the year. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'm predicting Ghost of Tsushima is going to win the game of the year. I really do. You know, when you think about that game, and you try to be as objective as possible, right? Especially when people value your opinion on something, or if you're voting on one of these things. And myself, I try to be as objective at all times as I possibly can be. But, you know, there is like that whole thing where Final Fantasy VII is near and dear to my heart. You all know that. That's why a lot of you all are here. So there is a bit of subjection in that, you know. So it's hard for me to be completely objective. Saying that, though, I would be confident in saying that Ghost of Tsushima is going to win the game of the year this year. And I've said before, you know, with Final Fantasy VII Remake, it's like Lord of the Rings. It's like the year that the Return of the King swept at the Oscars, right? I think a lot of these game journalists and writers and outlets and all that kind of stuff, I think they're wanting to wait until Final Fantasy VII Remake is completely done. And I think it's going to just sweep that year. If it's good, it's got to be good, though. It can't just sweep because it was Final Fantasy VII, the remake of the game, and it's finished. it's still got to be good. All of it's got to be good. So until then, until 2027 or 2028 when we get it all, jury's going to be out on that. But I do believe it'll be in the running every year. Every time a game comes out, I believe it'll be in the running. This year, you look at the body of work, you look at all these different games, you put them all on the table. I think Ghost of Tsushima is a big, epic game. And a lot of times you get these big, epic games, and they kind of fall short as far as like narrative and, you know, just doing the same stuff all the time. And I'm going to go hunt for some pelts, and I'm going to do that for 3 hours, you know. This game doesn't do that. It is a big game with a big narrative, great characters, great performances, great music, great sound design, great art direction. The whole thing is just amazing, right? It's an amazing experience. I don't think another game that came out this year can say that. I think as far as like the big, grandiose, epic gaming experiences, I think the last one that we got, like Ghost of Tsushima, was The Witcher 3. I really do. There have been excellent games come out since then, but I really feel like Ghost of Tsushima, I really feel like Sucker Punch killed it on this. And I believe they're deserving of the Game of the Year award. I really do. And I believe they should get it. They put a lot of work into this thing, and they're still adding value. They're still adding expansion stuff for free. They're adding free stuff to the game all the time. It's incredible what they've done. It's an incredible accomplishment, and it needs to be rewarded properly. So, but we'll find out. We'll find out, right? I'm excited about the game announcements. I'm excited about everything they're going to be, the presentation stuff. I hope they get better presenters, because last year the Vin Diesel Fast and Furious kind of thing at the end, it was a little cringe. That was a little cringe. I'm gonna lie. Now I know Vin Diesel's a big gamer, right? And what was the time when the person came out and tried to make? Michelle Rodriguez that said Tekken. I love playing Tekken or something like that. It was something ridiculous. But anyway, I hope there's less of that, right? And there should be, because I mean, it's not going to have an audience. It's not going to be a crowd. I think it's going to be a studio kind of thing. So we'll see what we get. I hope for the best. As a gamer and as a fan of this kind of stuff, you learn to hope for the best, expect the worst. But I try to be, as you all know, I try to be positive. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to do a little video later on tonight about some of the games, some of the surprises I think we could see. And I've talked with you all in DMs and on Twitter a little bit about that. But I'm going to go a little more in depth with what I think we could see coming up. So anyway, thank you all very much for checking out the video. If you dig the content that I'm putting out on the regular, please throw a like on the video. It helps the stuff get seen. Subscribe to the channel. As I've said before, my analytics tell me that 2/3 of you all that watch my stuff all the time aren't subscribed. If you're digging it, it seems like you are. Throw a subscribe on the channel. I really appreciate it. You all have a great night. Keep rocking. You'll be hearing from me later. I think we're going to stream Dragon Quest XI tonight. We might do it on Twitch. So you all have a good night. I'll see you all soon. Take care and be good to each other. Be safe out there. I'll see you.